YouTube? This IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucker bang of a video. Now today we're gonna be going over how women view sex. Men should know. Now we gonna, I'm gonna break this down from my own perspective, get my insight on it. But let's get right to it, man. See what you got to say.
How women view sex. Now, I think this is a very important conversation that needs to be had, not only for men to deeper understand the women that they sleep with, but also to bring light on the experiences that women have in the bedroom. Now, I'm not going to be talking for the majority of women because I can't. I have not talked to the majority of women about how they view sex, but I'm going to be coming at this video from an angle that perhaps you will not be expecting. Now, women and men are obviously different creatures. We're still human, but we are very different for good reason. And I think the one area that gets twisted is that women don't have sex drive. Women do have sex drive. And I would say actually for the most part, women are being able to match a man's sex drive more and more, just based upon the testosterone levels that are decreasing. And I want
To be honest with y'all, bro, nowadays, women probably have sex more than guys. They're down to fuck more than guys. Me personally, lately, I haven't been running into women that can have sex more than me. But most women have sex more than guys. Like, they can have sex for like 3, 4, 5 times a week. Some of them can have have sex twice a day. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how many times they really get them for real, if you ask me. But I never heard that a woman doesn't have sex drive. Most women only get turned on by certain guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the weirdos and they got the soft motherfuckers. That's like the way I categorize both of them. But those guys view women in a weird and unrealistic way. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they might not have that much sex with women. But honestly, if a woman really turned on by you, she really attracted to you, bro, she gonna wanna fuck you every chance she get. Be honest, bro. Even if she the type of woman that does like to work a lot, she got a lot going on, she's still gonna be thinking about you. She's still gonna think about fucking you. She's still gonna wanna be around you, dog. You always gonna be in the back of her mind. Like, she gonna be like, oh, I miss you. I thought about you all day. You know, she gonna call you at 2 o'clock in the morning randomly because she just want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like, some women gonna call you because they really want to have phone sex with you. You know, they want to hear your voice. They want to masturbate to your voice. You know, I'm telling y'all, like, women are way more sexual than men. Like, on a overall spectrum, you know what I'm saying, from my point of view.
men to understand that women view sex in the light of what her past has brought. Now, let me explain this further because I think this is a very important area to start. A woman who experienced, let's say, neglect from her dad, or let's say abuse from her dad, or she was left by her father, a father figure, or if she had sexual trauma, these women are going to experience sex very differently from a woman who had a very, type A upbringing. And this is why I think it's really important for you as men to question the women that you have slept with and the differences that happened after the act of sex. If a woman is overly clingy after sex, or she feels very attached to you and she's blowing up your phone, or maybe she's acting a little crazier, it's because you stimulated within her an area that has been fulfilled by your presence in the bedroom. Now, a lot of women will go into sex with the unconscious void or need to have a man choose her, validate her, and basically create some sort of union within a woman that was never met by her father. I know that sounds a little twisted, but this is
the reality of, she probably talking from her own experience, you never know. But as a broad statement, you know what I'm saying? The more you connect with a woman, the more attached she's going to get to you. Alright? Now, some women ain't entertained by certain shit. It's all about the connection. So I want y'all to understand that you can talk to a woman about fucking lobsters to one woman, and she might like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? The next woman you talk about lobster, she is all for it. She want to hear your favorite season on the lobster. She want to hear how, if you fish for the lobster. She want to hear how long you usually sit, where you go, the location, how you a boat you. She want to know every detail about that because she's interested in that topic, which overall is allowing her to be more connected to you. So it's all about the way you connect to the woman, right? Now, at the end of the day, it's all about the way that she like to be treated. You treat a woman the way she wants to be treated. Don't treat a woman the way she talk, the way she tell you she want to be treated. Don't treat a woman that tell you, that says that she used to this. Don't do none of that. Treat a woman how she wants to be treated. So you honestly have to pay attention to her. Not to what she says, but you have to do shit and watch how she react to it, right? Because it's going to show you who she is. The moment you figure out who she is, that's how you got to go at her. Now, at the end of the day, that's a whole different discussion on, how you really go at a woman that likes certain things, like whether it be her, she aggressive, she like to be aggressive, she like to be dominant, whether it be a woman that is submissive, whether it be a woman that is like the partnership and she likes to do both. You gotta understand your partner a little bit, but at the end of the day, if she freaky, you gotta play into that. If she's sensual, you gotta play into that. But you gotta know how to do it, right? The moment you actually get that done, it's curtains. What I'm telling y'all is the work should already be done before you get to the bedroom. If you do the work, if you actually already in here before you get to the bedroom, it's done. It's done, bro. I can go further. I can talk about this topic for days, but the moment she can sit back and think about you and fantasize about you, you don't have to have sex with her to do that. But the moment she sit back and she think about you, she fantasizing about you, that's the moment you got her. That's when you got her. If you have sex and then that happens, then it's still the same thing. But if you can have that before it even come down to that. You know what I'm saying? With certain women. Now some women, they just want to get down, get straight to it, and they out of that. Some women are like that. But at the end of the day, for the most part, most women, if you can get in here, it's a done deal. I'm telling you, it's a done deal. And the moment you can do it, you can get in here in her mind sexually without touching her. I'm telling you, the moment you touch her, she gonna be on lock. That's when you get women that be like glitching when they leave you. They start literally glitching. They don't go outside. They character don't. They be crying. I'm telling you, they get very attached. They get very clingy. They want to chase you. It get to that point. It's not. I'm be honest. Some women, they can survive it. Some guys don't really do it in. But if you want a woman to really be that down bad, which is kind of fucked up if you really do, but it get that down bad if you really stimulate her mind. I'm telling y'all, it hit different. I ain't trying to make this video too long though.
Something that men need to understand, and as well for men to understand about themselves based upon the women you choose. But getting back to the woman's side of things, a woman will use sex as an outlet to heal herself. But with that being said, sex can't heal from a place of unconscious behavior. So I think that's why this video is very important, because it allows us to further bring light to this topic. A lot of women do struggle with a lot of trauma, okay? So do you men. And I think it's really important to note that the people that we attract and the people that we bring into a very intimate setting, like, opening ourselves to each other naked, that's something that should not be taken lightly. I know that we live in a society that is applauded and celebrated for being sexually liberated, but at what extent? Because it saddens me today that women are being programmed that you sleeping around with multiple men and doing it just like men have done it is going to allow women to feel fulfilled within themselves, within their femininity and what they actually truly crave. And this is something that I have a very high importance within my life of getting this message out, is no woman will ever feel fulfilled with multiple sexual partners. Now, if a woman is seeking that and craving that, again, she's doing that from a place of needing something to be fulfilled by other.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Some women can do that. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Some women can have sex with whoever they want and not feel no type of way. They got some women who really are more masculine, not just in like the way they dress, the way they look, or the way they talk, but the way they move and the way that they react, how emotional they are. Like, they ain't really that emotional unless you really, you know, unless they respect you as a person. They open that side of you up. They open that side of themselves up to you. But they got some women who, for the most part, they don't give a fuck. They do exist. But I will say this though, that as men, it's not our job to really give a fuck about what she talking about. I'm just gonna keep it buck with y'all. It's not our job to give a fuck if she wants to do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? You do, as men, it's up to us to do what we believe is best for us, and let them do what they believe is best for them. You know what I'm saying? So if you looking at her, you want to get to know her, you want to hit, you want to hit. She want to hit, she gonna say yeah. Whatever the fuck the case might be, it don't matter. Do what you do. If you want a relationship, approach it that way. But I say still try to hit. The reason why, she thinking about it anyway, dog. She either gonna be thinking about it with you or somebody else. If you trying to look for a match, same way. You should none of this shit that she talking about should be the thing that makes you want to be with somebody, bro. I'm just gonna keep it. Sex shouldn't be the thing to make you want to be with somebody. It just shouldn't. The thing that should make you want to be with somebody is the type of woman she is. If she a woman that's naturally caring, that's nurturing, that's supportive, you know, that's the woman that most of us want. That's the woman that you want to keep around and you know, build with. You know what I'm saying? And see if it really builds to a relationship, to marriage, whatever the case might be for you. But she gotta be down for you. If she not down for you, bro, cast her to the side. If she moving like she not down for you, cast her to the side. She can give you a hell of attention, dog. Just because a woman give you attention, don't mean she down for you, bro. I want y'all to keep all this shit in mind too. A woman can sleep with you. Some women can sleep with you and not be down for you. So I just want y'all to know the woman y'all dealing with to a certain degree before y'all start thinking about the future. Know who you dealing with, bro.
For men that one man cannot offer her. So if you've ever experienced a woman who can't settle down with you, or maybe is able to just kind of up and leave after sex, that should be of high alert within you as a man. Because it has nothing to do with how you performed in the bedroom. It has nothing to do if she actually likes you or not. A lot of people use people in ways to gratify their sexual needs. Now, everyone has sexual needs. Men do, women do, okay, animals do. It's a part of being alive, and it's a beautiful part about being alive. Sex is very sacred. Sex is something that should be held to the utmost respect, not only within you, but for another person entering that space with you. Do a lot of women think this way? I don't know. I mean, for me,
I ain't gonna lie. For the most part, I think a good bit of them do. Most, not as deep as what she's saying. Sacred? No. Like, what? No. Some of them do, though. Most, I'm talking about most. I'm talking about like 80-90%. Most don't. I mean, I think even nuns, I think you can make a nun. I think you could crack a nun. I'm gonna keep it above. If she around a motherfucker long enough, she might fold too. So I honestly don't think no woman wouldn't fuck somebody. Unless he's weird, unless the guy is weird or soft. If he's weird or soft, she ain't fucking with him.
Took time for me to understand how important sex is, and how it's not something that should just be had with anyone who shows you attention. But a woman who craves male validation, like I said, will crave multiple sexual partners. And the funny thing about this is the majority of women don't get off during sex. So that leaves us with the question too, why are women sleeping around with multiple men when they don't even know what they're even wanting, desiring, or they don't even gain pleasure out of the experience? These are good things to note. Women don't gain pleasure perhaps in the act of an orgasm like men. What they do gain pleasure around is the very things that make them feel unworthy, unseen, insecure. Those are being fulfilled by the very act of you entering her. Perhaps where a man in her past childhood that she's trying to heal from was never able to do. And I'm not saying in the area of sex, please do not twist my words. I'm talking about having a man show up in masculinity. A lot of men do show up within masculine force within the bedroom. And that's something that women do appreciate, by the way, is a man who can be masculine in the bedroom, take control, lead the ship. And it allows a woman to deeply surrender within not only to you, but also to surrender to herself, to experience the very high energetic that sex can provide when two people are conscious. Now, this is an area as well that needs to be addressed. Now, women can go unconscious during sex, not in the way that they pass out and they aren't there at all, but they go unconscious based upon what do they need to do to keep that man after the act of sex is done. Now, this is something that happens with clinging women. They will put aside all needs within the bedroom and they will make their main priority on the man, pleasing the man, making sure he finishes, performing in all the ways. If it makes her uncomfortable or not, she will do it.
Now, before she even say any other thing, I'm gonna let y'all know this. If you and I understand some guys, they don't even think that they should. Some guys don't care. But me personally, from my personal perspective, it's what I think. I can't get off 100. I can't be 100% satisfied until I make her nut a couple times. I'm talking about her. She ain't laying down snoring when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I've had one woman that I say that I probably didn't really do nothing for. You know, that's a long story. I'm gonna say that for another day. But probably was one woman. All the rest of them, like, I was knocking down all kinds of sizes. I necessarily don't even think it's like a huge challenge to make a woman come. I never understood why some women don't get theirs. Like, cause I don't know, some guys, I guess some guys really just be having weak. They should just be weak. Bro, women be coming a lot, bro. Like, I never understood. Some women come more than others. Like, shit. I never understood how some women don't get off. I never understood it. But that's why I always say, though, the connection is more important than the actual sex. Because when a woman is really feeling you, bro, this is coming from a woman. You're going to feel bigger than what you are to her. I heard this from a woman. When she really fuck with you, you feel she think you 10 times the size you really is. I'm telling you, bro. And that's how I go down, bro. Cause it's really this, bro. It's not the body. It's really this that you get. I don't know, man. Me personally, I gotta please the woman. It's not really like it's not rocket science to please a woman, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, if you just trying to get to it and you ain't really got it like that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you take your time every time. You ain't gotta take your time every time. I ain't lying. That's why I say some of these women, you just really knock them off. They gon' everywhere. They gonna be bed soaked, floor soaked, thigh soaked. Some women, but I don't know.
Because that means a man will stay in her life. And that...
I ain't lying. Sex does not... With some men, sex does mean that they're going to stay in your life forever. But to certain guys, if you aren't moving a certain way, it don't matter what the fuck she do. A nigga gonna leave her, bro. It don't matter what she do. It don't matter what she do. Like certain women, you know you not about to have around for a long time when you first meet them. Like the first date, you know you're not finna have around. Like a nigga might crush, nigga might want to crush, but nigga know he ain't finna have around for a long time. Me personally, a woman that's dominant / aggressive, yeah, I like making her submit, but I don't think I want her around for a long time. No, like that's. I'm not saying it's impossible, but she gotta really be with the program, and those kind of women don't get with the program. They just can't help but be stubborn. So that shit, it depends on the woman. If a woman really moving a certain kind of way, the sex really can be trash. The sex really can be trash. Niggas just gonna cheat on her and still be like, you my main, like I love you, like I don't want you to. No, I want you to be the mother of my kids. And the sex trash. You do everything else right. Sex garbage. You try to suck the meat. You suck the meat whenever I want you to suck the meat. You just 100% down. You cook good. You not nasty. You smell good. You dress good. You don't embarrass me. You don't throw no dirt on my name. I will hold you in respect because I know you gonna make sure everything get done. That's a woman a motherfucker gonna always want around. You can a woman that's not really confrontational and conflict unless it's absolutely necessary. That's a woman a motherfucker is gonna want to have around. Women nowadays like to nag about shit that don't matter to a nigga that's solving hella problems. Like motherfucker not gonna sit down with this woman and be like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and chill with you, unless he really ain't got no game like that. And that's most men. You know what I'm saying? That's most men. Most men think, oh well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They think small-minded. So most guys, they really fiending on the sex. Like if the sex get done, that's all they need because they really weak-minded. You know what I'm saying? They weak. Would a motherfucker put her up to a standard and say sex is really not everything? Because it's not. It's really not. You know, I can say sex not everything, and she really uphold that standard. Oh, this is a woman that's meant to be here. This is a woman that's meant to be here. She wants to be here. Nigga not gonna look. I'm not finna dismiss her after a fuck up versus the woman who got the best pussy that I ever had in my life, but got the worst attitude ever. I'm gonna dismiss the worst attitude. The sex was good, but this woman, she more than me than sex. So at the end of the day, I don't know. Some guys they do think like her. You know, they think like women. Well, as long as I'm getting me, I'm good. She can stay around as long as she wants. She can do. Some guys think like that.
Conduit is going to be the very energetic that feeds an insecurity. So I'm not saying that having a clingy partner or having someone who's maybe avoidant after sex is like a really big red flag. But this is why it's very important not to enter the bedroom with someone you don't know, to actually understand perhaps their first sexual experience ever. And how does that first sexual experience impact their romantic relationships in the past and perhaps in the present. And instead of making your main priority with a woman to get in the bedroom so you can, satisfy yourself and dominate maybe a woman, and that makes you feel masculine in some area, whatever you feel, spend all that time in that pursuit of gaining pleasure, put that into the pursuit of getting to know the woman that you are going to experience sex with. Now, this is going to deepen the container and the capacity of your orgasm just to begin with, because there's comfortability there. Comfortability is a huge part of having good sex, is being comfortable with the person. But how can we do that when we're just jumping from bed to bed to bed to bed, from woman to man to... You can't. So let me get back on track here. Women view sex based upon the lens that they are perceiving you in correlation to a past event. This can look different from woman to woman. Now, this isn't always the case. If a woman is on the path of healing, she's aware of herself, she's in tune with her body and her sexuality, she will be able to enter into a sexual relationship, a sexual container, with a level of awareness that will bring her satisfaction and want to provide you with satisfaction from a healthy place. And when we have sex from a healthy place, we are transferring healthy energy to one another, so the orgasm is actually going to benefit our lives and not cause destruction. When we have sex out of unconscious wounds needing to be filled, we are going to cause destruction within our lives because we are allowing a wound to take control of how we act after sex. And for the men who have insecurities, going into the bedroom with a woman, please know that women also struggle with insecurities. And, these are insecurities that can go just about her body image, the way that she looks, her cellulite maybe just some areas that she's insecure about. And these are the areas that she will probably try to hide from you. And it is your responsibility as a man to make that woman feel comfortable, make that woman feel seen in a light that allows her to heal those areas. Do you know how powerful it is to attract a man who can see you for you? And then for a woman, how much that will make her surrender into the man. And that's a recipe for really great sex, may I add, is being able to see each other for who you are and not trying to hide parts of yourself based upon
That's real though. She's saying some real shit right now. I ain't gonna cap. She's saying some real shit.
Fear of someone leaving you or someone not loving you or choosing you. You don't have to put yourself through that. And I want to add in today's video that it is in collaboration with a brand called Bathmate. And I decided to partner with this brand and some fun, fun products for you to maybe have some excitement within the bedroom, whether that's like to be maybe a vibrator and wants to. They also have products that can assist you with, and you will be very mind blown about the impacts they have already had within men's sexual lives. And you can see that based.
Alright, man, I want the vibrators and make the bedroom a little bit more exciting. There y'all go. But yeah, man, overall, man, it was a good video. I do believe that the connection is important when it comes down to really having a seeing who you're dealing with. I think it's important to see who you're dealing with. You should know the difference between somebody that you can just hit and somebody that you can keep around to see. Can I be in a relationship with her for real? Like, you should know the difference. Like, for real, for real. Like, if you don't know the difference, you can't identify that difference. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. Honestly. Some guys, they like to just say that they like to claim women just so they can have that, keep them around and be cheating on their ass like they don't be in relationships. Like, I don't do that. So I can't really speak in that term. But man, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Leave a like down below if you did enjoy it. Subscribe. I drop bangers like this all the time, man. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.